Welcome to Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. Got a lot of news with the Bucs tonight. Sadly, we have to say goodbye to Levante David as an active player after 14 years. The great number 54 retired yesterday in one Buc place after 14 years with the Buccaneers. He's 35 years old. I'll be 36 by the time the season starts. Played all 14 years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, won a Super Bowl with us. And was the backbone of that defense after Derek Brooks left. And he will go in the Ring of Honor and probably in the Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame one day. Congratulations for all the hard work that you put in for our team, and we'll never forget you. You're a great legend and inspiration to the community and to the players and to everyone in the Tampa Bay Buccaneer world. Levante David was a great man and a great player, great person in the community. And a man of class. He left with class, had a news conference yesterday and spoke to the media and spoke to the fans. So some sad news out of one Buc place for next year's season. We will not have Levante David. We all know about Mike Evans leaving already. So with Jamel Dean, our cornerback, leaving, there's 3 Super Bowl players that are gone, every one of them. So as far as any more movement to the draft, we did pick up a defensive end, Al Muhammad from Detroit. We picked up a Rose Boom out of Carolina Panthers as a linebacker yesterday. He led their team in tackles from the inside linebacker position. He will be a linebacker. We got our Detroit line, Avanzaro, or whatever his name is. I don't forget his name, from the Florida Gators. Played for the Lions many years, was the captain of their defense last year and 2 years prior to that. He's another interior linebacker we got. Got Richardson on defensive line to take over from the Panthers for Logan Hall, who left us to go to the Houston Texans in free agency. So we picked up some players to mend these holes. We do have 2 competent linebackers back there right now, inside linebackers, to take Levante David in Dennis's position. And we do have Richardson taking Logan Hall's. And we have Mohammed that's going to take over for Hassan Reddick. We got the draft coming at the end of April, and April will be here Sunday, a few days from now. The big news tonight happens on the diamond with the Tampa Bay Rays, because tomorrow starts Major League Baseball. Every team in baseball plays. And much like football, tonight at 7 p.m., hours after this show's shot, the San Francisco Giants in San Francisco will take on the New York Yankees for the first game on Netflix of the season in Major League Baseball. Tomorrow, all the teams will play. Our Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be in St. Louis, Missouri, playing the St. Louis Cardinals. We will play the St. Louis Cardinals through this whole weekend and return home on Monday, April the 6th, when we will play the Chicago Cubs. That would be opening day, Monday, April 6th, of the Rays at Tropicana Field, and the new stadium, that new roof, new everything. So baseball is back starting. Our Rays are, out there. We've had a lot of injuries. We don't know who the starting lineups are because we've had so many injuries. Players coming in, even the season didn't even start. We've had our second baseman's out, our shortstop's out, one of our pitchers is out, even before we started playing. This is not a good sign. And we got a game tomorrow. We still have Yandy Diaz. We still have Junior Caballero. We still have some players that can really help us out in this season, but we're going to have good pitching and some hitting to make a go of it. But as we all know, at 162 games, we've got a long way to go. But it is opening day for Major League Baseball, and so, Aranda at first base. We had a second baseman that was with the Reds and the Dodgers. He's out. We'll have to have somebody at second base, a guy named Ben Williamson probably. Carson Williams at the shortstop, and we'll probably have Junior Caballero, of course, at third base. And in the outfield, who knows? We got so many outfielders. Of course, Richie, one of our pitchers, is out for maybe 10 to 15 days, they say. We'll just have to see. But a lot of turmoil over with the Rays. But Major League Baseball starts tonight. I'll be watching the first game of the year when the Giants of San Francisco against the New York Yankees, televised on Netflix at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll be watching that first game in Major League Baseball. And know tomorrow, all over the United States, there will be Major League Baseball. Stadiums will be open. People will be going buying the peanuts, the Coke, the cold drinks, the beer. the hot dogs, and anything else they sell at the stadium. So it'll be a big day tomorrow. It's opening day for Major League Baseball. So I'm going to keep you posted on the Tampa Bay Rays. We know they play the Cardinals their first away game. They set it up that way to give us a few extra days to get the trop in order. And we have it in order, waiting for them to return the 6th of April when they will play us. We will play at home in Tropicana Field against the Chicago Cubs. We'll keep you posted with the baseball as it continues. We'll keep you posted more on football as the draft comes in 2 weeks when we get ready for the draft, the 26th of April in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where they're holding the draft this year for the NFL, and what we're going to do about our picks. And we can kind of formulate what they've done now in free agents and what they're going to do in the draft, and formulate what kind of team we're going to have. Some of the players are still there. Some of them are gone. We've got some new ones in. We've got about 7 or 8 new ones in. We've got new coaches in, new coordinators in. There's a lot of things moving, a lot of parts moving. This draft will be the final piece in the puzzle to kind of figure out what exactly we have everywhere. But we did go out and get a few players since the last show when we hadn't got an edge rusher at all. We did get Al Muhammad from the Detroit Lions. We'll keep you posted on both the Rays and the Bucs. And the Rays especially, because next week and after tomorrow, they will be having game after game after game after game, as you know, with baseball. As far as hockey's concerned, we won last night 4-3. We won the last 2 games. We're still in the hunt for a playoff spot in the NHL. It's about another 3 weeks before the playoffs begin. I think we will make it. I'll keep you posted. Victor Hedman had to take a leave of absence today. He'll be out for about a week or 10 days. We really don't know exactly when he'll have it. It's for personal reasons. One of our greatest defensemen gone. But right now we've won the last 2 games, and we hope we can win one tomorrow night with the Lightning. And we'll keep you posted on the playoffs. But if it stops in the end of the day, we'd make the playoffs. And that's the main objective in all of our teams in Tampa, is to make the playoffs. And then hope for the best after that. So we'll keep you posted here at Sports Talk with the Cowboy. And we're going to go to our questions tonight. And Beverly wanted to know what I thought about Baker Mayfield and how he felt about Mike Evans leaving. I don't think he liked Mike Evans leaving, Beverly, but I think he knew Mike Evans would be leaving. And I think Mike Evans had conferred with him privately, man to man, long before he made his mind up public to anybody else that he was leaving. And I think he thought that he had a better chance, Beverly, of going to the San Francisco 49ers and winning the Super Bowl. That's what I think. And I think he knows Father Time's never been defeated, and he thinks he's got a couple years. And those couple years he ain't got time in Tampa Bay, he don't think they're going to make it. And Beverly, if he had thought that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would have made the Super Bowl, would he have ever left? He'd have stayed right there where he was at. So but I don't think there's any animosity. I really don't think there's any animosity between Baker and Mike. I think Baker kind of knew that it might not be going that way. And there's a lot of uncertainty with Todd Bowles. He's on the hot seat. Todd Bowles is on the hot seat with the Bucs, as you know, Beverly. So we just have to keep watching and praying and hope for next year goes the way we'd like it to go. The next question is from Andreas, and Andreas wanted to know what I thought about the Sebring 12 Hours that was concluded this weekend out at the Sebring International Raceway with Porsche winning. Andreas, I'd like to see a little bit more competitiveness in the world prototype sports cars. Last year at the Daytona Rolex, a Porsche won. Sebring last year, a Porsche won. This year at Daytona, a Porsche won. This year at Sebring, a Porsche won. They have won the Rolex 24 Hours and the 12 Hours Sebring last year, and they run the Rolex 24 Hours and the Sebring 12 Hours this year. And to put an explanation point on that, they just didn't win it. They went 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and 1-2. So yes, there needs to be a little bit of balance of power, this BOP situation. But the sad thing I've got to relay to you is they did give the balance of power less to the Porsches and more to the other cars this race at Sebring, and they still won 1-2. So there's just got to be somebody step up in the world sports car really to make it competitive. And it certainly wasn't competitive this week, and it hadn't been competitive for the 4 biggest races, the 2 biggest races in America for the last 2 years. But that's what I think about it, and that's what happened out at Sebring this weekend. The Porsches dominating victory, back-to-back winnings at the 12 Hours Sebring. So that basically, God bless you and thank you for your question. Next year there will be a new addition to the prototypes in the 2027 75th running of the 12-hour Sebring, and it will be the Genesis car made by Hyundai. They have a prototype. It's over in Europe right now running, and they're getting it ready to bring the Sebring next year. So next year there'll be another manufacturer. It'll be called Genesis, but the car Genesis is made by Hyundai out of Korea. We'll keep you posted on that as the 75th running gets a little bit closer. God bless you for your question. And the last question tonight is from Abel, and Abel wanted to know that was I satisfied with the defense that the Bucs have put together during free agents. Abel, I'm not satisfied a bit with it, but I am satisfied that they went out and made an effort to get a couple of decent linebackers, a decent lineman to take over for Logan Hall, and a guy that got 11 sacks on the lines last year in Muhammad. Do I think they need more? Absolutely. Do I think they need a lot more? Yes, they do. Do they need to go kill this draft and get everything they think they could get plus? You betcha. And then I would be a lot more satisfied. But what we have is what we have, and what we have is what we do have. And it is some, but a lot more needed. Think the offense is good enough to win and can win. And I got the running back stable to win. They got a new running back from Pittsburgh that can win. But I need some more defensive edge rushers. I need some more fire from the linebackers. And I need some cornerback play that makes me feel like they can cover these receivers. We'll just have to see how the draft goes. That's why they have the draft. They have the free agency, and they have the draft. Together, they have the team. But the draft is a big component. It'll be about in April. And I think they're going to go edge, line, edge, line. I think the first 4 picks of the 7 they got is going to be linemen. We'll just have to see. And God bless you for your question. Well, ladies and gentlemen, pray for this country. Pray for all of us. Put your hand out. And until next show, God bless you. Cowboy out.